Hello, hello, good morning. It is Monday, and I am Dira Brown, and I'm here with my play partner, Christina Turner, on Play It Out Loud. And we are here this morning on Monday morning, our time, to play with our personas around Mondays. So personas are roles that we learned when we were young to either get positive attention or avoid pain. And these roles can really get us in a rut. So if you've ever felt like you were in a rut when your week started, you might have a persona running the show.
Or if you were in reactivity versus in creativity, you might have a persona driving your Monday morning bus.
Oh no, driving my bus to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. All right, I'm just doing a little housekeeping here, seeing if we're on live. It looks like we are. And it's all working. So welcome, Christina, to Play It Out Loud again. I love playing with you. I appreciate you so much for how much of an expert you are in playing with personas. When I first started to play with these different parts of myself, I don't know, I was a little skeptical. I was a little resistant. And you just jump into these personas and play with them in ways that is so welcoming.
Oh, thank you. This has been like a 40-year project for me. I started playing with different aspects of my personality when I first got in relationship with this amazing man named Rich, and he introduced me to his four personas that were sitting in sculptures on his stereo speakers. I remember one of them was Tricky Dick, and there was Dick Velvet and Little Richie. And that was our first date. You know, he was introducing me to these aspects of himself. And I was just so thrilled, 30 years later when I landed in the Hendrix community and people were playing with personas. And I was like, oh, I know how to do this. It's so much fun. It's how I discover myself. So I'm glad to play with you. I love how responsive you are when you find a persona.
I love that you said discovering yourself, because a lot of people, I think, want to get rid of their personas. They want to get rid of these roles that kind of keep them doing the same thing over and over and over again.
No, it's not about getting rid of them. It's about shifting from being in the grip of them to being surprised by what it is that they really want. Usually what a persona really wants is something that you really want too. And we find that out by doing persona interviews.
Cool. Could you give us a couple of examples of some personas?
Well, Monday morning personas, there's the caffeine blaster, and there's the never enough time, especially on Monday morning. And then there's the winter morning slug or sloth, who really barely makes it out of bed. There's the persister who actually starts on Sunday evening, persisting in getting things done that need to be done by Monday. And there's the resistor. I'm not going to do that. No, I'm not ready.
I'm not ready for that. Need more time. Yeah. So I'm curious to our audience here, what Monday morning personas show up for you when you start your week? Let us know in the comments. We'll check those out. I know for me this morning, we were just talking about it a little bit before we got on, is like a persona that I'm calling like throw it out the window. Like I had all these plans and I was gonna get up on time and I was gonna do all the things that I said I was gonna do in the mornings and start my week off right. And then I couldn't fall asleep and my dog woke up sick and I got like no sleep last night. And so I'm like, oh, throw the whole thing, the baby in the bathwater, just going out the window because this week's gonna suck.
You got the script ready.
Oh yeah.
Can I interview her?
Yeah, I would love that.
Oh, cool. Cool.
All right, I'm gonna stand up so like really get into her.
Yeah, so like really step into the whole week's shot from here,
Yeah.
because you just threw it out the window. Oh, there she is. What would you like to be called?
Throw it out the window.
And throw it out the window. What's most important to you?
Tried. I had a goal. Like I was ready. I was really ready to recommit to my morning routine. I swear. I swear I was ready. And then stuff.
Yeah, and throw it out the window. What are you most proud of?
I'm most proud of just letting it go. Just let it go. It's not happening today. It's not happening. It's just not happening today. Okay, so I'm just gonna give up.
And
Really trying.
Yeah. So throw it out the window. When did you make your first appearance?
I would say like 7th grade, starting public school.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And throw it out the window. Who did you learn your style from?
Maybe my dad.
Uh-huh. And throw it out the window. What are you most afraid of?
Oh, but I'll just never, like, stuff will just keep happening to me and I'll never get back into the rhythm and routine that like nourishes me. Like this will just spiral on and on and on and on and on and on, and I'll just keep dragging myself through life.
And throw it out the window. What do you really want?
I really want to let myself kind of melt. If that's what I'm tired, I'm tired. I just want to like let myself melt without all of the extra guilt and blame that comes with letting myself, like letting this go. Yeah, I want to be able to let it go without the guilt and blame.
Yeah. Yeah, like that's what you were trying to throw out was the guilt and blame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I threw everything else out and left the guilt and blame.
Wow. Well, thank you. Let yourself now step out of throw it out the window and back into Dira, into your wholeness. And let yourself move your body, melt any fears that are still trying to cling on. Just wiggle or ooze or love scoop.
Yeah,
there you are.
Yeah, I can feel like before it was like my core was actually really compressed while my arms were like throwing out. And so it feels really good to yeah, loosen up my core and get some breath in there.
Mm.
Hmm.
Lovely. Thank you.
Thanks, Christina.
Ah.
Hmm.
Mm.
So I'd love to return the favor if you've got someone that you'd like to interview.
Do I have yeah, okay, I got one. Let's see if I
Okay.
can. Uh,
Hmm.
yeah, it's like some mornings I wake up, and this morning was one of them. I wake up like from a dream, and I'm like disoriented, and this is not how I planned on waking up this morning, and this is what's happening. I'm like in a twisted fog.
Yeah. Yeah,
Twisted fog.
your eyes. I can really see that when you do that with your eyes, that you're in a twisted fog.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate how you're using your whole body. Is there anything else that wants to be added that to really step into this persona, a certain tone of voice?
It's kind of a moan or groan that comes with it.
Yeah, yeah. And
Uh,
what does this persona want to be called?
Groany.
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 Okay, Groany.
Uh,
What's the most important thing to you?
uh, this was not supposed to happen. This was not supposed to happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Groany, what are you most proud of?
I can drag myself out of this. I know how.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah. Groany,
Yeah.
when did you make your first appearance?
Oh, well, that would be like right after birth.
Where
Oh, oh,
am I? Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And Groany, who did you learn your style from?
I just knew. That's just what I did. Like as soon as I woke up, as soon as I got out, I learned it from me, from my body. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, from my body.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Groany, what are you most afraid of?
Oh, not making it.
Not making it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Groany, what do you most want?
I most want to be hugged and loved awake.
Hmm.
Yeah.
All right, Christina, go ahead and step out of Groany. You can keep moving in the ways that delight you. And
Yeah, I'm gonna bring this hug with me.
yeah, it feels, yeah, it seems like that. You
No,
might
I'm
want
not
to do
leaving
that.
that there.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm,
I love how it's the last question just very clearly opened that doorway to your essence, like what you really wanted.
Yeah, it's magic. That question is magic. It does that. It opens the door.
It opens the door. Yeah.
You're in there. We see you.
Yeah. So who would have thought that these parts of us that we maybe felt like we should get rid of or that cause us so much trouble could actually lead us back to very important answers to what we want.
Mm.
What we want.
Yeah, I actually don't think of them as parts because parts are
Okay.
like mechanical things that can be disengaged from, you know. I think of them more as aspects, like facets
Mm,
of myself.
facets. I love that word.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Facets of yourself. And that's why the answers like to the what you really want can be different because there's so many facets of yourself that can come through at any time.
Yeah. Yeah. So persona interviews are like an opportunity to experience your multidimensionalness.
Hmm. Yeah. So this is just one of the ways that we bring magic to whatever we're experiencing in any given moment and use that to springboard into what we want to create, what our intention is for the day or for the week. Yeah, and so we're starting up a 12-week program on Monday mornings at 9:30 a.m. Pacific time called Magic Start Mondays.
I'm still feeling springboard. I'm like, yeah, that's what we do. We springboard.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, just imagine that any experience that you're having, any feelings, any attitude, anything that you're feeling on Monday morning could actually fuel and be an inspiration for what you really want to create that week.
Wow, that's
That's
radical.
it. Yeah. Is there anything else you'd like to add, Christina?
No, I feel full. I feel complete. I really had fun doing this with you this morning. And oh, I know what I want to add. I want to add that since we've been planning to launch Magic Start Mondays, my Monday mornings have changed. Like this
Ooh.
past few weeks. Today I had this like, wow, it's Monday, and I haven't had that in quite a long time actually.
Mm. Wow, it's Monday. Okay.
Wow, it's Monday.
Mm.
So you too could have this experience.
Yes. You can check us out at www.magicstartmondays.com.
Last day to sign up is this Thursday, February 10th.
That's right. And we start our first Monday on February 14th.
Valentine's Day.
We'll see you there.
Okay, bye.